Hey there, it's Fight here with a super quick case study of how a company turned a very boring and quite possibly not so successful ad into something that is very exciting and probably a lot more successful. So what we've got here is this particular ad. It's for MentorBox, and what they do is they give you summaries of books along with worksheets. They break it into modules so you can get actionable results. What they've done in the past is that the founder, Alex, or one of his henchmen, I'm only kidding, were looking at the camera, possibly sitting next to a big pile of books and saying, hey, this is good for you, and you should be reading books because that's what top CEOs do, and they get results. And I'd been looking at these ads for a year now. They come into my timeline, I look at them and never took any action because I already have a subscription to Blinkist, which is very similar or aimed at a similar target audience. You want to get summaries of books. So I never really looked any deeper. And what they've done now, they've changed their ad in two ways. One is they've gone from, hey, CEOs read this stuff and it's very good for you, to learn new powerful skills insanely fast. And this is an example of give people what they want, in the sense of people's brains are conditioned to look for the stuff you want. And as an entrepreneur, I want to learn new skills insanely fast because I don't have much time. So as a result, this immediately speaks to me, whereas other CEOs read a lot of books. Well, okay, interesting, but not interesting enough for me to pay attention. So that's number one. And that is a very, very important point. But the second one is this video. So remember, initially it was Alex talking to the camera, sitting next to a pile of books and saying, hey, this is good for you. So what I'm going to do now is play this video for you because it has one element at the front which is extremely powerful.
Hi, I'm Ariana Huffington.
I'm Charles Duhigg.
Hi, I'm Mo. I'm the Chief Business Officer of Google X.
I'm the author of The Power of Habit.
And I'm really excited to be working with MentorBox.
MentorBox is your partner as you're moving forward.
You're going to get a lot of different mediums.
In addition to getting the book, you're going to get the detailed workbook and the video.
A sort of interactive learning experience.
That method is with me talking you through the book.
It's a great format for actually diving deeper into these ideas.
You want to interact with the material in as many ways as possible.
Turn these insights into actionable steps.
That is how people learn things.
You can become successful in life.
I wish I had this like 10 years ago.
I wish that all books could work this way.
As an author, look, I just love the idea that someone is taking the time to do it.
Join us on MentorBox.
They are your friend, they're your companion, and most importantly, they will get you thinking.
All right, so you're here.
Now that was just under a minute, and the key thing here is it is grabbing my attention for several reasons. Number one, obviously, it's fast moving, it's colorful, it has music, but I think more importantly, it has content I am familiar with. I'm not specifically saying celebrities, because we all know that celebrity marketing works extremely well. The problem for a lot of entrepreneurs, of course, is that they can't get these celebrities. And that's why I'm saying the key thing here is it's something people are familiar with. I mean, of course, if you can get the celebrities on board and promote or endorse your business, fantastic. But if you can't, then having content, having message, having something that is on people's minds and people are familiar with, your target audience is familiar with. And here, of course, Cialdini. If Cialdini says something, I am very, very familiar with his work. Ariana Huffington, I'm very, very familiar. Charles Duhigg, absolutely. I know these guys. I've read their books. And as a result, I am paying attention. And that is the key thing. This initial minute is purely for you to pay attention, and that's why it's fast moving, not boring, there's color, there's music, all these kind of things, for you to spend enough time so you mentally make that commitment to watch a little bit more. That's the only purpose of that first minute. It's not even to educate you. I'm not saying useful messages in there. MentorBox is good, and I wish I'd had this 10 years ago, but that is not really the key thing. The key thing is now you're committed to, or at least more willing to look at the rest of the video. And I'm just going to give you 10 seconds or so of the rest here.
You're wondering what MentorBox is? Got it. So let's not waste your time and get right to it. Here are the few basic questions that you're probably asking yourself. How do I make more money? Get a promotion? How do I have better relationships? How do I keep my resolutions or scale my business, etc.?
So just leaving that at that. Had that been the lead-in? These are all valid questions people ask themselves, but they're nowhere near as powerful as this here. I don't know why I just jumped back to you. But you get the idea. Had it been just, hey, look, you want to have better relationships, better promotions, better business growth, better keeping your resolutions, etc. Unless you have the sound on, you're not even going to see what he says. Whereas by having this colorful, beautifully filmed content at the front with people I am familiar with, I'm paying attention to that. That is the big difference. So there you go. 2 takeaways from this here. Number 1 is give people what it is they want. What I mean by that is you grab them with what is on their minds. And this is on my mind. Powerful Skills Insanely Fast. Whereas books that are read by CEOs is not on my mind. And then what's on my mind, at least in the sense of I am familiar with, and this is probably authority I should be paying attention to, is, Arianna Huffington and Charles Duhigg and Cialdini, etc., etc., etc. And once I've made that commitment to go and look further, then I'm putting up with this boring message. Well, don't get me wrong, that was not a criticism, but you get the idea. The contrast is massive. And but the results, I'm pretty confident, are massive too, because now you can go in and get your message to someone who's now willing to pay attention to you. Alright, cheers, bye.